Hey guys! So today I kind of wanted to do a little tutorial on how I do my everyday face makeup. Pretty much everything I use is from Walmart or Target, and I am not a professional. I am nowhere near a professional, but I just wanted to kind of explain how I do it. I've gotten some positive feedback on some of my pictures, so I just thought I'd show you guys how I do mine. It might not be right, it might not be what everyone else does, but that's how I do it. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or recommendations, I would love to hear. Or you know, if you guys have questions on what I used, I can post what I used. Yeah, and I didn't include like my eyes or eyebrows in it, so if you would like to see how I did my eyeshadow and eyebrows, I can totally post one about that as well. Just let me know and I can get that done. But today I just did how I do my face makeup, so I hope you enjoy it and let me know what I can do or show or anything. Okay, bye. Okay, so the first thing is to wash your face. Make sure all your face makeup is off. Make sure that you don't have anything on it. The face wash that I use is called Cetaphil or Cetaphil or whatever, and it's just the bar soap. My dermatologist said that that was the best to use for my skin. I'm prone to breakouts if I use anything with oils or anything like that, so I just use a plain Cetaphil face bar and I love it. It keeps my skin pretty clear. So my eye makeup's on and everything, but I wash my face completely. I don't have anything on my face. The next thing, if you're gonna be using like liquid foundation and like concealer and highlighter and everything, I use a primer. So this primer is by Maybelline. And pretty much everything I use today is gonna be from like Target or Walmart, which is so great. A lot of this is new things that I've tried and I really have liked it so far. This Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio, it's just the color 100. It's just a clear white color. To be honest, I never used to use primer before I put on my foundation. I have tried it lately and I have loved it. Loved it, loved it. So I probably will be using it from now on, because it just, basically what primer does is it keeps your foundation from moving. It sets your foundation, especially in the summer where you're sweating, you're swimming. You don't want your foundation to move and, you know, have those creases and stuff. So what I do is I just squirt a little bit on my hand like that, and a little bit goes a long way. So I'm just gonna put it all over my face. It's gonna feel so smooth, honestly. Like, my face is so smooth right now. It's so weird. So then, next what I do is I put my liquid foundation on. This is the one thing I splurge on. Some people don't have to, but I do, just because I am prone to breakouts. This is the best. If you tend to be a little bit more oily, I tend to be a little bit more oily, like in my, by my nose and everything. I use the Clinique Acne solutions in the color 04 Fresh Vanilla. This is amazing. This actually has salicylic acid in the foundation, and what it does is, salicylic acid is actually in most of our face washes and it helps acne. So while this is on, it actually helps your face, which is awesome. Who doesn't want that, you know? So what I do, I also squirt a little bit of this on my hand. That's my dog whining. So just like that. And then the brush that I use for this, I've always used it for this, and it just blends it really, really well. I use my EcoTools foundation brush. I love EcoTools. They're actually recycled, all recycled materials. And the one thing I do is I put it on my jawline. The worst thing is when you have a complete makeup line from your jaw to your neck. It's not good. So I just like to put it where my jawline meets my neck, just so it blends. Okay, that's done. The one thing I love about this Clinique foundation is it lasts so long. I've had this one for 2+ years, because you only need a little bit, really, because it goes a long way, but I just love it. It's about $22, and I usually go when they have the free gift, so you get like a free lipstick, a free powder, eyeshadow, you get a ton. So that's that. The next thing that I do is I like to do my highlighter and concealer next. So the concealer that I use, it's new. It's also by Maybelline. Where is it? It's this. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser for dark circles. I don't feel like I have horrible dark circles, but basically this helps any discoloration. If you have bags under your eyes, if you have redness, this fixes it, and it's cheap. The color I get in this one is light pale, and you just twist it to make it come out. With concealer, what I do is I put it underneath my eyes, especially, you know, if I do have dark circles. And then I like to go down kind of by my nose, like that. So I do under my eye and then down towards my cheek area. My dog, I'm so sorry. And then on this side, I'll do the same thing. So I kind of go up all the way to my temple, like that. And again, down by my cheek, like that. I know it looks freaky. It's like, but honestly, we'll blend it in. I like to go up my cheek as well, kind of along my jawline. I'll do this side too. And then I do my chin, my lip, my nose, and then I like to go up around my brow. Isn't that pretty? So then, okay, so that's concealer. I like to highlight and use my concealer at the same time. So I use my highlighter exactly where I use my concealer. Looks so funny. So the highlighter that I use is also by Maybelline. It's the Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer. The color that I use is Ivory. If you guys want, I can post the names. So basically I just do wherever I use my concealer to kind of brighten up. This is huge, I feel like. It totally just brightens up your whole face. And once we do the contouring, that'll really bring out like your face structure. So now I'm going to blend this in with my e.l.f. small Stipple Brush. This is really good for blending. So I'll start by doing my chin. That's that. Do you see how much of a difference it makes? Honestly, like, it totally brightens up your whole face. I think it's amazing. I think it's so fun to see. But okay, now I contour. So basically contouring is huge in my book because it really brings out your face structure and your jawline, and it kind of slims your face, I think. So what I use, this is new also, which I've actually really liked. This is the Revlon Photoready InstaFix, and I use the color Caramel in 190. So with contouring, I always do, if you want to find like your contour spot, you can kind of suck in and do it that way. So I do my cheek. That. Like that. I do my jaw. Just do your jaw, like jawbone. And then I do my forehead. I feel like I have a big forehead, so this actually, I feel like makes it look smaller. But so yeah. Oh, and then what I'll do is I'll take a little bit on my finger and I'll do the sides of my nose. Like, it's weird, it kind of just shapes your nose, and kind of like that, and then I'll blend it in. But so I did my cheekbones, my jaw, and then my forehead. And then what I'll do is I'll blend it with the same small Stipple brush from e.l.f. So that's that. And believe it or not, we actually get a little more crazy with it in a minute. But it kind of just defines your face structure, which I think is really pretty. So now, since that was all kind of liquidy stuff, I like to set it. I don't like when my concealer and highlighter go in my eye crease, or like when I smile, those creases, or you know, those creases. It always happens. It always happens. And I have found that when I've set the foundation with like a powder, like a setting powder, it stays in place. So that's good. For that, I use e.l.f. high definition powder in sheer. And this really just helps. It's cheap. e.l.f. is so cheap, and I love it. I feel like it's a good brand. And I just use my e.l.f. Small tapered brush. So what I do, it's a white powder, which looks freaky, but it doesn't go on very white, is I just honestly put it everywhere I put the highlighter and concealer at the beginning. So that just helps it stay in place. Sometimes, if that does get a little too powdery, I'll take my my pressed sorry, my dog is going crazy. The pressed powder that I use, like the powder foundation I use, is by Physicians Formula in the color Beige. It's just mineral face powder. This is from Walmart. It's like 12 bucks. And it is the best powder I've ever used. Like, I've tried Bare Minerals, I've tried really expensive powders. This has a really good coverage. It's tested by physicians, it says, and it's really good. I really like it. So sometimes I'll go, you know, back over those highlighted areas real quick with like a normal powder, if that powder is a little too powdery. Okay, see? Made it nice and good. So, normally I do my eyeshadow, my eye makeup, after I do my face makeup, but I did it before today, and I kind of like it, because then your eyeshadow doesn't fall all over your face. So, now I'm going to get a little more crazy with the contouring. So the contouring like kit I use is by e.l.f. Again, super cheap. It's the contouring blush and bronzer in the color Turks Caicos. It's pretty dark. That bronzer is pretty dark, and it does the job. So I put a little bit on this angled brush by Escentuals I have. Angled brushes are really good for contouring. I feel like it just really helps with the shape of the contour, and it goes with your cheekbone. So I put a little bit on that, and I just I like to blend it in a little bit, so I'll take like just a powder brush and I'll just kind of blend it in, kind of like that. Blend it in. But it really, really defines, come on, your face. So now I will move on to my blush. Blush is fun because I just got this new blush. It's by NYX. It's the color Wanderlust, and it's like a baked blush, so it's not super potent, like it doesn't go on really dark or anything. You kind of have to dip this in a lot, and I just use my EcoTools blush brush, and I basically just do it on the balls of my cheek to give it a little bit of color. And then sometimes I'll go over it with like a lighter blush. This is by Physicians Formula. This is the color Nude Glow. It's really light. So I just do a little bit. And I just go back over where I did. Or you could do like a darker blush. Like this is more of like a rose. This is the contour kit. This is more of like a rose. You see how it just gives it that pinkish, kind of that pinkish glow. So you just want to make sure your face is all blended. Then pretty much the last thing I'll do is I always like to put bronzer on my neck because you don't want your face darker than your neck. That doesn't look good. So I use Wet n Wild Bikini Contest. Cheap, cheap, cheap. And I just take a powder brush and then last but not least, this is like my favorite part, I always end with a lip. So today I did a darker eye, as you can tell, and if you guys want, I can do a tutorial on how I did my eyes and my eyebrows. Just let me know and I can totally do that. I didn't want to include it in this one because this one kind of took a while. Now normally it doesn't take this long to do it. I just wanted to explain everything to you guys. So with the darker eye, I usually do a lighter lip. So this is honestly a really pale pink. It's Covergirl Decadent Peach, and it's like the perfect light pink, honestly. Just a really light pink. If you want to make it a little bit, I kind of like to neutralize the shimmer in it a little bit, so I'll put like a more matte color over it. This is NYC Sugar Plum. It's pretty. There it is. So excuse me. That is how I do my face makeup. I can post this and you guys can kind of see how I do it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.